Hey all, Mo here with another edition of Mo's Mining Musings. Coming at you from Planet Arkadia. We've got the big version update for Planet Arkadia. A lot of new content released. A lot of much anticipated content. And we're going to focus on treasure hunting. Arkadia was released as a treasure hunting planet, and it's finally been implemented. So we're quite excited for that. I'm going to go ahead and crack open a beer and just show you a few things in-house here first before we head out and do a mining run. Very first of all, a lot of us miners have been leveling up treasure hunting just by mining other ores and that matters. My skill ended up somewhere around 8, but just keep in mind I'm gonna have to step down to an f.o.m.a finder. For those of you with advanced miners, you're gonna need to step down here. I'm still in the skill increase bonus, which is kind of a no-no. But it's going to be deep enough. I'm pretty close here, and it'll help me level this thing up. So I'm going to go ahead and use the f.o.m.a today. Along with treasure hunting, that we've got a lot of new clothing blueprints have been implemented, and some weapon blueprints. And you got to think they're going to utilize a lot of treasure hunting type materials. I just wanted to go on the auction house and just show you a few of those. If we head under Refine Resources and then Treasures, and also under Resources under Treasure Parts, a lot of treasure hunting loot, it still needs to be refined just like you would refine ores in that matter, so keep that in mind. If you're looking for a particular item and just can't find it on the blueprint, maybe you need to just refine something you have. And under Treasures here, I just wanted to show you sort of what's on the market so far. Of what's dropping, some fossil tooth, some sort of polymers here, Arcos plating. Let's just kind of give you an idea. I was real curious to see what would drop at first, because whenever a new planet opens, for instance, the only real ores and emitters you find are Listerium and oil and some local ore that happened with Entropia and Cyrene. And for here, for treasure hunting, we're seeing a good mix of ingredients coming out. Arakan polymers, balancing agents. You can go ahead and get your first. You're gonna need to get an Arcadian tailoring book, which you get from the technician terminal here. All right, so that's been implemented now. And tailoring blueprints, you'll want to go ahead and get your first one, the Trailblazer boots. Say that 5 times fast after a Coors Light and a Jaeger bomb. At any rate, that'll take some of the new ingredients: 3 Arcan polymers and 1 balancing agent. So obviously I'm going to be, and it also takes generic leather, so you're going to need to do some hunting as well. Generic leather usually sells about a 103 markup, usually pretty cheap. We'll see how cheap it is on Arcadia. It might be up to 110 by now. But that's right now. That's your tailoring blueprint that's been implemented. Other blueprints are going to be dropping through treasure hunting, or just through natural crafting. Natural crafting, you get your blueprint drops that way. Also, weapons blueprints. So we've got some new unlimited weapons that have a longer range. 4 new armor types have been implemented that are supposed to be unlimited armor types. Which means you just keep repairing them and you hang on to them for a hell of a long time. Last but not least, once we equip this, I just want to show you real quick. Your ores cost you 10 probes. Antimatters are still 10. Ores are 20, rather. 20. And then your treasure hunting, to hunt for treasure, you're looking at 30 probes. Just for that, and altogether that's going to be 60. So to search for everything, you're looking at 60 probes or a 3-pad worth of probes. I was under the impression this is supposed to be about 10 probes for treasure hunting, but it's at 30. So that's basically doubling up. You're doubling your probe cost at that point. So keep that in mind when you're doing your budget. You're going to need to budget some extra pad if you're going to go out and do some treasure hunting. I've been just kind of peeking at the globals and things like that. People are already globaling and whatnot and hitting Hoffs on some of the new materials. I don't think they've hit anything too big, but let me double check up here. Already, we've got a 1450 Arakan pellets. That's Richard Rick England. Let's see what else we can find. Calorite's running real nice. There's definitely been some big numbers, so I think it's safe to say you can just go out and hunt right away, and you're going to get some sort of return on your investment. So go ahead, don't be afraid to go out and start treasure hunting right away. We'll see how my first few runs go here. I'm going to go ahead and get set up in just some of our normal spots, and we'll see how it goes from there, alright? Hang on, let me jump over there. Alright folks, back in action just a little bit north of Musings. Pretty popular spot if you want that quill sap and hydrogen. This is a good area to be in. For treasure hunting, who the hell knows where you need to be. For those of you that are using mining log, Little Big Mining Log, I don't see an update for that just yet. I'm sure they'll be around with one as soon as they can. They probably didn't have access to all the materials and things like that. So right away, I'm going to pop in a level 7 amplifier into our f.o.m.a, and let me make sure everything's turned on. There's a 60 petter. Woof! That's kind of pricey. But I'm going to go ahead and just go through this level 7 amp with you. And then I'll do some intermittent clips if I find anything nice after that, alright? And an NRF, of course. And I'm real curious to see what that used up. So that, right away, that burned 9 ped off that amp. As predicted, if you're going to be amping, I think your amps are going to go twice as fast now. So, extra ped for probes, extra ped because your amps are going to burn faster. So keep that in mind when you're doing your budgeting, if you're trying to decide if you can afford to do some treasure hunting or not. Sure would like to see a nice Hoff right away. I was thinking a cool contest would be the first triple global. First person to get a global. I've never had a double global. I know, I'm sure Pigs had one. I know it's been done before. I'm not sure about a double Hoff. You got to figure somebody's done it before. And I'm talking about when that would be like a 50 or more ped and ores and that matters at the same time, at the same click. And that would be a cool contest actually, just to do something for the first person to get triple global. Yeah, that treasure sense, so that's going to just shoot way up. Well, we got our first little treasure resource deed, unknown. Of course. Let's go see what it is. A little hydrogen there, right? Yeah, medium hydrogen. We'll take that, you betcha. So, little red color here. Medium corrodal extrusion. Yeah, whatever the hell that is. Who knows? It's going to be difficult to tell what these things are going to be worth until some more blueprints drop. Right now, we just have no idea what the hell these things are for. So we need blueprints to drop, and by the time some of the basic ones drop, hopefully at that point we'll kind of see a general progression on what sort of the main resources are and what some of the rare ones might be. You can kind of get a feeling for the rarity. I'm going to drop. I'm really going to mine the hell out of it and just see what I get total. And who knows, maybe I'll try and get you that total here just to give you an idea as far as rarity of items. They look like little sausages, man. Well, yeah, you got to wonder if these are going to go into the new weapon blueprints, possibly armor blueprints. You would have to think so. I can't imagine why they wouldn't implement at least one treasure hunting. And then treasure hunting drops are also supposed to be just a piece of armor or a weapon, which is I guess what miners were complaining about in the first place, that you know, they just weren't able to find anything like that via mining before, and now they have an opportunity to do just that. Who knows what else will be out there? I heard Calypso land deeds are now available. They're as drops on f.o.m.a, or you can mine them. I'm not sure just yet. Check out Pig Venice's videos. He was talking a little bit more about that. I'm gonna have to go look that up. But I sure would love to see some Arcadian deeds, just because I spend I spent so much time here. It'd be nice to own a piece of it. I'm not sure if any of the stores are for sale. I'm getting close to wanting to buy a store. I think I'm a couple months off yet, but that's definitely something that's I'm going to want to be in my future. They're not cheap, but they do save you if you're going to be selling a bunch of stuff on the market. Eventually, the store is going to save you a hell of a lot over an auction house. Ample corridor rule. Who knows what that is, folks? I have no idea. And what else? A little medium iolite. Yeah, you're really gonna have to keep better track of your percentage drops. I mean, if you had 0 of 3, it's something you're gonna have to keep track of manually. If you're a little big mining log user, and you like to keep track of your percentages and use some systems that I spit out where you need to keep track of percentages, just keep in mind you're now mining 3 things. And not to mention, the third thing now is really kind of pricey. I'm wondering, you know, some of my initial thoughts are maybe treasure hunting would be something that's fine to do unamped for a while. You got to wonder how the loot table is going to work. Like if you hit a gun, you know, 1,000 ped weapon, and you got an amp in, well, how does that work? Are you going to get some of this little stuff to go with it? You know, if you're hunting and you get a weapon, you usually get the weapon and a bunch of oils and some other things. So we're going to have to see how that works out. From what I've seen so far, I'm just getting that particular resource, one resource, and that's it. I haven't seen a mix of anything. When you're hunting, you can get a mix of things as loot. So far, I haven't seen that for treasure hunting. And I hope this video is coming out alright. It's a little laggy right now because I'm uploading the first vid already. Really want to try and cover as much of this content here as possible. Yeah, if anybody has any treasure hunting stories so far, I'd love to hear them. Definitely link them in comments. If you've had a nice find or something, we're curious about it. Particularly if you found a blueprint or a weapon or something like that. Usually a good site the crafters use will be Bob the Builder. It's going to be interesting to see just how quickly we can get all these blueprints and ingredients and everything uploaded to there. Just so we can get an idea of what crafters are going to want. And what resources are ultimately worthless. That should become apparent soon enough. Like I said, I'm going to keep bumping along. I just want to finish this level 7 amp. See if I can get an idea how many uses out of it I'm going to get. It's not going to be many. I'll tell you that right now. You do not want to be in a bad spot mining all 3 of these things amplified. So you need to pick and choose your mining locations carefully. I'm already concerned with 2 no resources found. Ooh, we got a little neighbor there. Yeah, we'll keep going. Come on, let's see a triple for fun. If. Alright, I'm going to just kind of come over to the left here to the corner just to finish out this amp. Let's see where it's at now. Yeah, we're just going right through it. Down to 48 ped. So just a few pulls left on this thing. Hey, we're just going to have to wait and see how the market turns out. It's going to be slow. Nobody's going to be selling stuff, I wouldn't think, anytime soon. Because without any BP seated, there's not going to be any buyers. That will take some cool sap. So 9 ped plus 3 ped per pull. We're doing 12 ped every time I drop a probe down. That's $1.20. That is some expensive mining. Especially when you consider this quill sap medium will average 10 ped. So even hitting just one medium, I'm still behind. That is some food for thought. How much did I get out of that? 9 ped 50. Let's keep going. I'd like to get a little global here. You're going to have to global. Let's see, we're doing 9 ped per. Let's see if I can figure something out real quick here. So you're looking at getting 13 pulls. Per amp, is that right? Wow. What an amp eater. Well, of course, it's level 7 amp. They do tend to go pretty quick, and they only start with 120 ped. A little unknown treasure resource. Let's fly over there and get it. Yeah, for right now, you're just going to have to remember kind of manually where things are. If you're a little big mining log user, that might be a little difficult. You're used to the computer doing everything for you. You got to wonder also, depth never really affected our mining. It does if you're a real beginner, but then once you get to a certain level, which is quick, you can pretty much find all the ores, and that matters. And depth it just doesn't really matter too much after that. So I wonder if that's going to be different in regards to treasure hunting. That's going to have to be something us miners will need to look out for. Let me see if I can get one or more hit for you guys. So definitely excited to have treasure hunting implemented, but like any new system in this game, it's gonna take a while to sort of season. Yeah. Here's an ample crude oil. That's gonna take a while to soak up. Let me try and do that one later. And it takes a little while for everything to flush through the market. And this game really keys off of crafters, the needs of crafters. That's why the mining amp market is so important. We go through so many of those. And unfortunately, for those of you that were wondering, the Arcadian mining amplifiers are still not seated. David Dobson is aware of the issue and is still working with MindArc on that. We were hoping to have everything implemented. But looks like we're just going to have to continue to be patient on that and use regular amplifiers for now. The Terra 1 amp is actually a really good amp. If you see one of those, they're quite eco, and they give you a nice little boost. Unfortunately, with hydrogen prices, it takes a lot of hydrogen to make them, and they simply weren't worth it at the time. The only real reason you'd want to craft them is to get to the next level blueprint to have that drop, and since that can't happen right now, it's a little tough to justify making them. But they are a nice mining amp to use. Certainly nothing wrong with using them. Alright folks, I'm going to head out after this. If I get anything big, I'll just add on some little mini clips afterwards. If not, then I'm calling it the end of the first treasure hunting video. Leave questions, leave comments. As I run across more Arcadian developments, there's going to be a series of keys that can be crafted and also collected as drops that should be opening some instances. The instances, as I understand, are not quite open, but they will, I guess, open an instance where you can go and kill mobs and open up treasure chests and things like that. So, more on that when I'm actually well versed on it, but I think that's the gist of it. I could be wrong. If anybody has more information, hey, throw it in comments on the video. As soon as I get access to one and they're implemented in game, we'll absolutely do some vids on that. But for right now, I think we're going to be waiting until August to see that come to fruition. So, anyways, folks, more to come. Happy mining, and love your questions and comments. Even if I don't get back to them right away, sometimes I forget to check my older movies. So apologies for that. But I will try to respond to everybody's comments, and definitely subscribe if you haven't done so yet. All right, folks, take care. All right, little clip add-on. Yeah, I hit my first triple find, which it took me a little while to get it, but it all came at once. I found a nice substantial typanolic, some sort of fossil tooth, and I already mined that up. I mined up some Ulurium too, so real nice hit here. The typanolic was a nice 125 petter, nice little global, but I was just really kind of gripping, waiting for that first triple hit. So, yeah, really want to see the first triple global. I'd love to hit it, and obviously I'd love to hit the first triple Hoff. All three at once would be nice. And if I hit something nice, I know I hit that bell car earlier. I really wanted to do some giveaway on that. And as a new player, I ended up spending a lot of it on a couple of BPs I wanted. I've been doing a lot of skilling, and I've been having just horrible luck for this month. And a lot of that PED has gone away. So, at any rate, whoa! Part of fossil tooth. Look at this. This is a big dog. 317 PED, part of fossil tooth. Nice Hoff here. So just doing really well around here. I am right now on the f.o.m.a. I just stuck in a level 7 amp. I've been having a real nice percentage around here, so let me just fly on and see if I can get a few more things on camera for you. That was a nice little... I haven't hoffed in so long. I mean, it's been a long time, and a lot of people are hoffing right away on these treasure hunting finds. No waiting, so that's good to see. Like I said, a lot of times, I really thought it would take a while for treasure hunting to warm up, so to speak. A lot of people are globaling and hoffing left and right as I keep an eye on the board here. So it's good to see. Hopefully, you know, it's probably going to end up saturating the market at first. But I'm seeing there are some sales so far on the market for some of these things. So we just got to see what blueprints drop and what crafters want here pretty soon. It's going to be a real interesting month coming up. Just to keep an eye on this market. I'm really excited to see what happens with it. Unlike a new planet opening up where you can just find Listerium and oil, it seems like we're just finding all the stuff right away. And holy crap, another typanolic there. We got another nice global. That is, oh, that's a doubler. Double global. So not quite a triple yet, but a double global. We found a Tipanolic, 156 petter, and a what is that? Corrodual extrusion, whatever. Fuck it. It's 54 ped worth. So, wow, look at that. Substantial. Man, I wish I had a level 9 amp or above. I would stick that in right now. This area is just hot. Little desert area. I don't mind sharing it with you. It's right about here. I've been doing well here for a long time. Good place in the old days. Well, still good for Tipanolic, Osprey. Definitely can find some hydrogen around here. And this particular area is just treating me well. So a little double hit here: Ample Magirian and an unknown. I'm just going to keep going here. Let's see what else we can get on camera. I'm glad I flicked the switch on. I'm finally doing well while I'm rolling. I never do this well while I'm rolling. I always tend to do lousy. Maybe the trend's changing. I need the trend to change because, like I said, ever since I had that bell car tower, and ever since then, the month has just been awful. It's been really bad. I was at about, when I hit the bell car, obviously at the beginning of the month, I was at about a 200% TT return. And now I'm all the way down to about 102%. Just TT return. I'm not counting, I'm just counting total, straight up TT return on what I put into the ground as versus what I get out. So medium fossil tooth there, modest Megan stone. Yeah, let's keep it going, right? So yeah, real difficult month. I've definitely gotten some value for that bell car tower. I did sell it at a pretty good markup for bell car. Bell car hits quite often here, and ooh, hopefully you guys can hear this all right. A little lag there. Yeah. I'm not sure how this is going to record. Give me just a second here, folks. Well, I'm not sure if you're still with me. I'm going to go ahead and cut off here. I had a real weird lag spike there, so I'm going to go ahead and rewind this and see how it's happening, all right? See you in a bit.